You're watching IGN Live, and 10 years after its debut in The Witcher 3, the popular card game Gwent is finally coming to real life. Here to tell me all about it is Pearl Shu from No Loading Games. Welcome.
Hi.
And you are standing in front of something very cool looking.
We'll get to it.
This is the Deluxe Edition of Gwent?
That is correct.
Okay.
It's an exclusive first look. We're doing it for this segment. No one's seen it until now.
It's very, very cool.
Yeah.
So Gwent, physical card games coming out soon, September, I believe. It's rolling out as a living card game rather than a collectible card game. What was your thought process behind presenting it this way?
Yeah, well, like you said, it's been 10 years since The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt came out. So together with CD Projekt Red, we wanted to give something for the fans, something fun. And what better fun way to commemorate than with Gwent that came from this RPG? I think it's something like 60 million fans have played Gwent in The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. And so we wanted something where you pick up the box and then you can immediately just lay down those cards.
Well, I am one of those 63 million fans that played Gwent in Witcher 3 and in the standalone game. Now, of course, digital card games can keep track of a lot of stuff, a lot of mechanics for you. So how are you looking to streamline some of those ideas in the physical game?
Yeah, that's a good question. So we do have scoring ladders that's set up in the board. So we might talk about it later when I do an unboxing, but we have a paper game board. And there is a scoring ladder. You're going to have scoring tokens. So every turn, players can calculate how much power their army is. We also have gem counters for when you lose a round, you lose a gem. If you've lost 2 gems, you've lost them all. You've lost the game.
You're cooked.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, let's start unboxing. This is the Deluxe Edition. We'll get to that in a moment. You wanted to start here with the Standard Edition, I believe.
Yeah, let's do that.
Start opening this up.
All right.
So I'm going to ask you, I'm going to have you talk and unbox at the same time, unless you want to speak to what we find here in the box.
Okay,
right now.
so we have the game mode book. We also will have a rule book. That's right now in the deluxe box. We have the paper game board that I was talking about. Let me quickly open it. It's for 2 players.
Wow.
So this is the scoring ladder I was talking about here. Thank you. And you have your battlefield, the 3 rows here, the 3 rows down here. You have leader, your deck, your discard pile, and in the back, a very nice poster. Look at that surprise.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah. They love it. They love it. We got some real fans here.
Oh, I love it.
Cool.
All right.
Okay.
And then this is another copy of the scoring because, again, like you said, this is a manual scoring. Right. It's important. And we have the gem counters, the point trackers, where if you flip it, it's 100. And then the coin that you flip to decide who starts the game. And then in the box, let me put this under, you have 436 cards. So you can really deck build with this.
Yeah.
We have all 5 factions, and this is where your accessories are going to go.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you want to show off any of the cards?
Oh, yeah, I can show here. Why don't we do a classic?
Classic.
A classic Geralt Northern.
I know this guy.
I think people many do.
So this is the standard one. You also have a foil version of Geralt's over here, right?
Let me pull out these 2 so people can see. So these foil cards are 10 neutral heroes from the Ballad Heroes DLC. You'll see they're both Geralt. They're the exact same description, same power. The only difference is it's an alternative art here, and it's foil, of course. And so Geralt, because he's a neutral character, does appear in all 5 factions. This is just Northern Realms to give people an example.
And where would players obtain the foil cards?
The foil cards, you can buy them in a pack of 10 for the faction.
Got it.
We are also currently running a promo on our website that if you subscribe to our newsletter, or I think you can just go on our website, you get a pack of 5 randomly generated. I know some people like the excitement, the thrill of that. Sure. Which of the 50 you're going to get. Yeah. But yes, you can buy a pack of 10. If you know you have a favorite faction, you can go ahead and get those alternative artwork.
Cool. So then there's the Deluxe Edition.
Yes. So let's start here at the top down. Here we have beautiful velvet lining. You're going to find your rule book and the game mode book, of course. Then in here you have all 436 cards, same as the standard retail, but you will note that the size is different. So again, let's use good old Geralt as an example here.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, you'll see it's the same artwork. Again, everything's the same. It's just this is a poker size, standard trading card game size, and in the deluxe we have the tarot size. let me put that back. And then you might be wondering, hey, there's a sixth. What's that doing there? That's going to be the Ballad booster packs. So the box is going to come with all 50 already in it, and this is the slot that it's going to go in.
Copy.
And also, I know some people are going to ask already, it will fit the card sleeved.
Oh, wow. Great. Great. You thought of everything.
We're trying to, you know, yeah. This also, I do want to mention, this is an early prototype, so we're going to have some little differences as we like finalize what it looks like. But these are the details that were really important to us and are really important to the fans. So we're glad it's here. You have the compartment for the accessories. Right. And in here, oh my gosh, a little pouch. What is in this pouch?
Let's find out.
It is the accessories. And so, as you saw earlier, it's cardboard in the standard version. Here you have the acrylic rubies, and you have a metal Witcher coin. If you want to flip it, again, that's how people are going to decide who starts the game.
Whoop.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you. So let's put that back where it belongs. And then down here, you have 4 panels. And if I carefully slide one out here, this is 1/4 of the wooden board. It's engraved.
Just a fourth.
Yeah, just a fourth, because it is for 2 players, just like the paper game board in the retail. So here you see the start of like your 3 battlefield. It's sized for the tarot card. So if I put good old Geralt here, he fits right there. And then you see your scoring ladder here, right? For like, so if you had Geralt, you put 1 token here, and then 1 for the 5 for 15. Your deck, your discard pile, and then all of them connect with these little magnets.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And then you would just slide it back when you're done with it.
And then
like that.
I'm not sure. Yeah, if everyone can read it right here, there's an engraving that says, "How about a round of Gwent?"
How about it?
Very cool. Nice little detail. And so I think for the physical game, you've introduced a new game mode. Is that right?
We've introduced multiplayer game modes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, of course. So in Gwent, right, classic, it's 1 versus 1. And then we were looking at this. We have 436 cards. You have 5 factions. I think we could cook a little here. So we have 2 versus 2. So, for example, we could be a team against another team of 2. We would each have our own faction, but we would share the battlefield. And we would share a discard pile, and you can look at each other's cards. So strategies are about to go really ham.
Cool.
We also then have a free-for-all, and that's 3 to 5 players. So everyone can grab a faction, and you're against everyone all at the same time. Wow. It's pretty chaotic, but it's a lot of fun. And yeah, it's all detailed in the game modes book, so players can read up on that.
Do you have a favorite faction?
Ooh, what a question.
On the spot.
I'm the type of player that like I like to play with different factions. Currently, I am enjoying monsters because you can muster up so many. Like you have 1 card and then you can muster up the rest. It's pretty fun, and it looks visually imposing too.
Yeah.
So you look pretty hard.
Do you have a favorite card within monsters?
Oh. Well, within monsters, it's going to have to be one that musters.
Okay.
So, yeah, like vampire, right?
Cool.
You take 1, and then this symbol is the muster effect. So then you would, as it says here, find all the vampires in your deck or hand. So in that 1 move, you then add like 4 other cards. And it's pretty visually imposing.
Yeah. Can you share what your plans are for booster packs?
Yeah. Well, like I said earlier, the booster packs are 50 in total because it's 10 neutral heroes across all 5 factions. Players can either collect all 50, only just the ones in the faction you want. They're just alternative artwork, so it's not like you're missing out. Like all these heroes do exist in every faction already in the game that you have. Right. But it's just something nice to look at. And it looks cool, and it makes your deck legendary because it's from the Ballad Heroes DLC. So obviously, it's a great. You got modes for 2 to 5 players, but you can also play Gwent solo. Yes, you can. Yeah.
So we have a very important question here. Could this be played in a bathtub?
You know,
people want to know. They want to know. And it's not too late to add in the rulebook how to play Gwent in a bathtub.
I'm not even going to pass judgment, right?
Yeah.
Because again, like I said, we want you to be able to play Gwent anytime, anywhere. Where that is for you, I'm not going to judge. I would probably advise that you have faction card sleeves for some measure of waterproofness here.
Well, I never said there would be water in the bathtub.
Oh.
You could just play in a dry bathtub, right? I think. Hey.
That's on me. That's on me.
Okay, if someone has never played Gwent before, how are you thinking about onboarding new players? Obviously, there's the rule book, but...
Yeah, so we do have initiation decks within each faction. So what that means is there are some cards here. Let me see if I can find some that have a white star in the lower left corner. So if you see here, Mysterious Elf has a white star. You can play him in a regular deck building mode, but in initiation, there are a handful of cards that make up a deck, and they're noted by the white star. And so what that means is when you decide to pick up Gwent, you know, maybe you're like a huge fan, and you're like, hey guys, like I want to play with you, and they're like, oh, I don't know deck building, I've never built a deck before. You just give them this initiation deck, they shuffle it, take 10 cards, and then that helps them just learn the abilities, the faction unique abilities, and they can just get right into it. And after a couple of rounds, you're a Gwent master.
Cool, Gwent master. Okay, we have a very special opportunity for a Gwent superfan here. You've got a bit of trivia, and I think we've got a Witcher fan who's going to answer one trivia question, and if you get it right, they will win the Deluxe Gwent game, courtesy of the IGN store, coming out later this summer. Right? So, we have our superfan right here. Hello, sir. Can we make sure his microphone is on? Can you let us know your name?
Hi, how you doing? My name is Henaro.
All right, welcome. Oh, here's your trivia question drill.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Here we go. A question only a superfan would know.
What is the name of Geralt's horse?
Oh, Roach.
There you go.
Congratulations.
You have won. You have won a deluxe edition of the Gwent card game. Congratulations. Thank you for playing. Well, Pearl, this all looks so cool. Actually, like I was saying earlier, I'm a fan of Gwent. I've played it before, but it's been a few years. But this makes me want to get back into it and start playing it in real life. What's the age recommendation? Because I have kids. What's the age recommendation? Do you know?
I'm pretty sure it's on the box. There we go. 14 plus.
Okay, well, in 10 years I can play with my kids. But I am looking forward to play it. It's very cool. Thank you so much for coming by the Spotlight stage here.
Thank you for having me. This is great.
Yeah. Here's hoping Gwent keeps growing forever. We've got lots more on IGN Live ahead, so don't go anywhere.